This game had potential, but it's an awful, ridiculous, impossible game that sets you up to fail from the beginning. Lack of resources, not much to find, especially basics like keeping your health and stamina and energy levels up. Not enough plants to make energy drinks to keep your stamina up, and the plants you do find are all gone due to the high cost of needing 4 plants along with the materials just to make one energy drink, which only feels like a quarter of your bar, and you only find 5 in clusters here and there. And I personally have not come across any of other plants for the first aid kits either, but even if I had, I would not be able to make anything in my train due to not being able to unlock a fabricator. You can only make things in the stations you come across, so you were locked for a long time for building up your train with the basic essential equipment needed to stay along with the lack of resources. Your stamina bar depletes abnormally quickly, whether if you walk, run or just stand or still or stop and don't move, your stamina will drain. And even if it does drain, it kills you. The dumbest mechanic ever, especially since it's the main mechanic you use all the time in the game. You cannot get around anywhere without it, and you cannot even replenish it due to the lack of resources. Your character energy level depletes abnormally quick, with the build cost being far too expensive to make the basic required items, like shelter, and if you drain your bar completely, your torch won't work either, and you are left in the very dark areas and difficulty to navigate into dark caves, so walk into walls. You can also only recharge your used batteries with a battery charger at the station, as you cannot build one on your train due to being locked for a long period of time behind the unlocked tree. The basic items should be the first things to be unlocked, like your basic workbenches. But no, not in this game, which causes frustration and struggles just to do anything or get anywhere. The train power is also abysmal and drains super quickly, and you spend more time just hanging around waiting for it to recharge very slowly in return, but has no problem draining pretty instantly. Then your other basic mechanic of needing to save on the train takes away 100 of your power. It penalizes you for saving your game. You can only save for free at the station if you're lucky, not be stuck in the between stations, not being able to move your train or yourself, or even save due to the lack of power, stamina and energy and resources and lack of health from the storm killing you while you're not on the train, as floor walls and ceilings does not protect you as you need a header, which is locked and difficult to get to enough resource blueprints to unlock between stations. Heaven forbid you cannot even get basic things like unlocking fabricator or a heater or power cells, battery charges, waste of making energies, drinks, workstations called a biogen, as it also locked by blueprints as a currency that you cannot get unless you're able to get from the one stations to the next. Also, their priority is to force you to make the gun over the basic survival for health, stamina and energy like a fabricator and header. These are basic necessities in every survival game that you need to unlock earlier on, not to be locked so far down the game path. Also, there is a storm every night without fail, it's not random. You only have a daytime to wander around or get a station at the beginning without a header for protection to help the community. So you are as good as that, and trying to run from one building to the next in the snow slows you down and depletes your stamina bar. The storm even drains your stamina bar super fast too. It has taken me 3.5 hours just to reach chapter 1. And it was a complete snail pace and frustrating slow journey, wasting more time than just standing, still waiting and dying constantly, and if you respawn, they take half of your inventory of resources away from you, so you don't bother carrying anything. You need to build your stuff in emergency, and on top of that, they penalize you again by halving your stamina and your health bar again, and again with every respawn. Therefore this makes it near impossible as it hinders you even more, making it completely impossible to survive, and you just don't want to keep carrying on. This game had potential, but the developers ruined it by not making the game progression sensible. This game is not fun in the slightest. I muddled my way through it for as long as I could, but just kept wanting not to quit. Now I just have. While I was playing the game, the frustration just kept building, and that's what brought me to write this negative review. If they can fix the game and make improvements, then I can consider giving this game another go, but for the right now, it's not playable in its current state, not unless you want to waste your time and go through it very slowly and die, rinse and repeat at a snail's pace. The difficulty did not make much of a difference either, in my opinion. This game was disappointing whether you play on easy or normal and forget about hard difficulty. The whole game is set on impossible, don't even bother regardless of difficult settings. Also, just to note, I changed my settings from normal to easy mid playthrough to see if it would help, and it did not. Very displeased and regret buying this can become an enjoyable game. So thank you guys for watching this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. I'll see you in the next reviews.